Is going on, comic book fans? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another Final Order Cutoff Speculation and Recommendation show. This is the video where my good friend Al and I put our heads together. We scour our Final Order Cutoff trying to find any books worthy of you guys spending your hard-earned money on and speculating on these books so that way we can start to make this hobby fund itself. But I do have a giant caveat for today's video, and hopefully only today's video, is that I'm recording this video on Thursday and I normally record these videos on Friday mornings. Now, why is that important to you guys? Well, I was talking to my good friend Al, and he actually told me that the publishers have until 5 p.m. on Friday to solidify the books that are going to be on Final Order Cutoff. So because I'm recording this video a day early, some books actually might be added to Final Order Cutoff that might be worthy of speculating on that I am not privy to because I am recording this video a day early. So what should you guys do? Well, you guys should go down in the description below, join Al's Facebook group because he will be updating the Final Order Cutoff spec sheets until Final Order Cutoff ends, which is Sunday, May 28th for your DC Scout and Vault books, and Monday, May 29th for your Marvel and all the other indie titles. So if you guys want to have up-to-date information, make sure you guys are joining his Facebook group. So that is my big caveat for today's video. But guys, this is also called recommendations. It's not just speculation. No, stick around to the end of the video because I'm going to recommend some books that I think you guys should be ordering on Final Order Cutoff to read. And if you don't order them, well, at least tell your comic book shop you guys want these books because these stories sound really freaking good. And you guys are going to want to pick them up to read. Alright guys, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and move right over to my Final Order Cutoff speculation reminders. Alright guys, Al and I have two weekly reminders that we like to tell you guys about every single week. And the first thing is the most important reminder that we have for you is that you guys have to do your own research. Al and I are going to present the information to you guys. And what you guys need to do is you guys need to go check out the comic book YouTubers you trust, other comic book websites that you trust, and other comic book apps that you trust. Gather the most information possible so that way you guys can make the best decisions possible for yourself. Because remember, you guys are spending your own hard-earned money on these books. Not our money, your money. And the second and final reminder for you guys is sometimes there are delays with comic books. So sometimes the book will show up on Final Order Cutoff and it will show up again the following week and sometimes again the next week. And that is because its release date got moved for one reason or another. So those are our two weekly reminders for you guys. And now we can go ahead and move over to Final Order Cutoff speculation. And we're going to first talk about my cover lover picks. Since I'm recording this video a day earlier than I normally do, there are some covers that have not been released yet from all of the publishers. But from the covers that I do see, there aren't many cover lover pick worthy covers. But there is one that's standing out to me, but you guys are going to think I'm absolutely crazy for suggesting this to you guys. But there is a little bit of context that I want to tell you guys about to set this cover up. If you guys watch the CBIS Top 10 show over on the House of Stein YouTube channel every single Friday, you will notice a little bit of a growing trend for furry books, or books that follow under that kind of category. And there is a cover that I think falls under that, and these furry covers have been selling pretty well. So that is why I'm going to show you guys this cover right here. Now, there are two covers. There's the cover A and the cover B. I'm going to show you both, but I think the book to go after would be the cover B, but let me go ahead and show you the cover A. So this is Bad Girl, the premium ash can cover A, and the cover A is done by Kit Wallace, and it's a pretty good cover. You guys check this out. Now, this is the follow-up series to Good Boy. Good Boy was kind of like an homage to Keanu Reeves' John Wick movies, and this character right here, the Bad Girl, is actually an assassin that is going to chase after Good Boy and try to kill him. Now guys, check out cover B for Bad Girl, the Ash Can Premium. This is what I'm talking about, guys. I personally do not love this cover, but since there have been some furry books that have been on the CBIS Top 10 show, why not show this to you guys? You guys can do your own research and you guys can figure out for yourself if you guys want to pick up this. There is kind of a hefty price tag for both of these ash cans. It's a $9.99 buy-in, but guys, that B cover would fall right into the hands of those people who like these furry books, and if they're not in the know like you guys are right now, you guys can make a little bit of a profit on these books. But guys, let me know down in the comments below if you think I'm absolutely crazy for even suggesting this book to you guys. All right, guys, that is my one and only cover lover pick. Let's go ahead and move into the few books that are final order cut off that have a little bit of speculation. In my last video, I let you guys know about all the books that had second prints or third prints or maybe even fourth prints. And I personally think that's good information to have. Even if the book doesn't have speculation, sometimes those second prints or third prints might command a premium on the secondary market in the future. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that every single week moving forward. Now, the first book that has a second or third print is Indigo Children, #1, the third print. And if you guys have been following this channel and you watch my other video, which is my Wednesday pull list video, you will know that I'm absolutely loving this series. And if you guys also follow Chris over at Lost in Comics, you will know that he's also loving this series. This is just a great book, and I can see this being turned into a movie or a TV series, hands down. That's how good this book is. But let's go ahead and move into the next one. Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 25, the second print, with artwork done by John Romita Jr. And then there's Avengers #1, the second print, artwork but done by Stuart Eineman? And after that, we have Danny Ketch, Ghost Rider, issue #1, the second print. Now, this does have a first appearance of the Broker, who is a villain who can boost the powers of Ghost Rider's enemies. Why just Ghost Rider's enemies? Why not just all people and all things? I don't know. This character sounds pretty dumb to me, but that's a first appearance for you. And after that, we have Guardians of the Galaxy, issue #2, the second print done by Marco Cicchetto. It features Gamora. It's a gorgeous cover. And after that, the final book that has a second or third print is Spider-Man 2099 Dark Genesis, issue #3, with the second print. All right, guys, those are all the books that have second or third or fourth printings. Let's go ahead and move into the couple books. There's actually only 2 that have speculation. And that is Thor, issue #35, with the origin of Hela. And after that, we have X-Men Before the Fall, the Heralds of Apocalypse, issue #1, with the origin of Akaro. All right, guys, those are the only books that have speculation. There are no spec picks of the week this week, at least from me. Make sure you guys are following Al's Facebook group again, because he might have some spec picks of the week after final order cutoff is locked tomorrow at 5 p.m. But guys, from me, there are no books that are truly worthy of speculation, but I am going to keep my eye on that Ashcan. I actually might pull the trigger on that cover B and maybe 1 or 2 copies and just see what it does. Ashcans are pretty cool, and sometimes they really do command a premium on the secondary market, but most of all, I'm probably going to save my money. But guys, let me know down in the comments below if I missed any books or if you think one of these books is truly worthy of speculation. All right, guys, let's go ahead and move over to the next section, which is my new comic book day cover lover picks for next week's new comic book day. With next week being the first new comic book day after a holiday, it is a pretty small week. There weren't that many covers to choose from, but guys, there is one book that has an exclusive cover from an artist where his last cover absolutely blew up. That was a gorgeous cover, in this cover right here, which is for Power Girl Special issue #1. The artist is Will Jack. If you guys remember his last Power Girl cover, it blew up. It was so good. And this cover is really good. I don't think it's as good as the previous cover, but guys, this cover is absolutely gorgeous. There is a cover A, which is a trade dress close-up. There is a cover B, which is a full body. And then there is a cover C, which he changes her face. And it is the full body, but it completely changes the cover somehow. It is absolutely gorgeous. I love all 3. And this book is sold out on a lot of sites already. The trade dress is available still on some websites, but overall, this book is selling like hotcakes because Will Jack is one hell of an artist, and this cover is absolutely gorgeous. Or I should say, these covers are absolutely gorgeous. But guys, these are the only covers that I found next week on New Comic Book Day that I thought might be worthy of speculating on. If there's a cover that I missed, guys, let me know down in the comments below. But let's go ahead and move over to the final section of this video, which is my final order cutoff recommendations to read. It is time to talk about my books that I think you guys should be telling your local comic book shop or going online and pre-ordering because the stories just sound so freaking good. And there are 3 of them, so guys, strap in and let's talk about these books because I'm pumped for all of them. And the first one up is Bone Orchard Tenement issue #1. This is coming from writer Jeff Lemire and art by Andre Sorrentino, and this book just sounds freaking awesome. So let me go ahead and read you guys the synopsis. From the Eisner-winning creative team behind Gideon Falls, Primordial, and 10,000 Black Feathers comes the biggest and most essential project in the bold and ambitious new shared horror universe, the Bone Orchard mythos. In this extra-length first issue, Jeff Lemire and Andre Sorrentino bring you the story of 7 residents in a building and the dark secrets that bind them together, beginning with a death that feels much more sinister than natural. Tenement is the newest entry in the Bone Orchard mythos from Lemire and Sorrentino. This universe features self-contained graphic novels and limited stories about the horrors waiting to be discovered within the Bone Orchard. Now, if you guys read Black Feathers, you guys know how awesome this shared universe is, and I am so pumped to get this next installment of this universe. I am really into horror books right now, and Jeff Lemire is one of my favorite writers, so obviously I am all in on this book. Guys, let me know down in the comments below, are you excited for this book? Have you guys already told your local comic shop that you want this book? Well, if you haven't, go and tell them now. Now, the next story that I want to tell you guys about is Wild's End issue number 1. This is a 6-issue miniseries coming from the writer Dan Abnett and art by I.N.J. Coolbird. I don't know what I.N.J. stands for. If you guys know, let me know down in the comments below. But guys, just check out the synopsis. Out at sea during an alien invasion, our intimate crew of unlucky voyagers returns to a world they once knew. Their once cozy seaside home now occupied by alien invaders. Combining a rich cast of anthropomorphized characters in the tradition of Blacksad and aliens unlike you've ever seen in the spirit of War of the Worlds meets Wind in the Willows, Wild's End is a world unlike any other, a world you will not want to leave. Now, the hope for me is not the writer, it's not the artist, it's a little bit of the story, but I'm already loving the cast of characters that these characters are anthropomorphized. I keep completely butchering that word. I've said it at least 100 times. I've cut so many of them out, but the general idea is that these are animal people. Just like the movie Sing, that's exactly what these characters remind me of, and I'm full in on that. I'm so excited to read this book. Now, I do have one more book to tell you guys about, and that is Hunger in Dusk issue number 1. Now, I'm all in on this book because of the writer. The writer is G. Willow Wilson, and it has art by Christian Wildgoose. That is one hell of a last name, Wildgoose. Now, let me go ahead and read the synopsis to you guys. Hugo and World Fantasy award-winning writer G. Willow Wilson and all-star artist Chris Wildgoose invite readers to experience love on the brink of extinction in their new ongoing high fantasy Tour de France. In a dying world, only human and orcs remain mortal enemies battling for territory and political advantage. But when a group of fearsome ancient humanoids known as the Van Gogh arrive from across the sea, the two struggling civilizations are forced into a fragile alliance to protect what they have built. As a gesture of his commitment to the cause and a relief to his bride-to-be, Farran Stoneback, the most powerful orc overlord, Toth Iceman, sends his beloved cousin Tara, a high-ranking young healer, to fight alongside the brash human commander Colem Battlechild and his company of warriors. With a crisis looming, the success of this unlikely pair's partnership and the survival of their people will depend on their ability to unlearn a lifetime of agnostic instinct towards one another and rise above the sting of heartbreak. That just has like a Romeo and Juliet story written all over it. And guys, I'm really liking what G. Willow Wilson's doing on Poison Ivy right now. So that's why I'm all in on this book. I like high fantasy stuff. So guys, this book just sounds absolutely awesome. Now, there is one more tidbit of information I want to give you about this book. Every issue of Hunger in the Dark will feature a variant cover by superstar best-selling artist Cliff Chang to create a collectible set of 12 amazing covers. And guys, that is the end of my recommendations section. Are you guys interested in picking up any of those books? Guys, let me know down in the comments below. But guys, let's go ahead and wrap this video up. Alright guys, we are at the end of the video, and if you guys are still watching this video right now, you guys know exactly what you are. You guys are legends. Thank you guys so much for sticking around to the end of the video. Now, if you guys have not smashed that like button just yet, what are you doing? Smash that like button. Now, if you enjoyed that video and you enjoy comic book content and you guys are not subscribed, what are you doing? Get yourself subscribed, hit that bell for notifications, and smash that like button. Now, obviously, this was a very small week for speculators, but there were some amazing books on Final Order cut off for you guys to pick up to read. Those stories sound really good in my opinion. And if you guys have not left a comment yet, make sure you guys are leaving a comment down below letting me know if there's any books that I missed that you think are worthy of speculating on, if there's any books on Final Order cut off that I missed that you think the story is going to be absolutely amazing. Guys, make sure you guys are letting me know down in the comments below. But guys, that is it for today's video. I'll be back next week on Tuesday with my Wednesday pull list. Have yourself a great holiday weekend, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.